Okay, I want to cover the main points of my struggles with transparency, and then I'm going to say we're done. The first thing is actually to see the impact of having a different HDRI. So this is obviously a snow scene. I'll now replace that with another HDRI. So go from object to world down here, and then I will go over to world. I maybe didn't need to do that from there, but anyway I did, doesn't matter. So if I now go to the world symbol here, I say we're going to take an environment texture. So at the moment we've got this HDRI with the snow highlighted. In fact, let's take that out. Let's delete that. And now it's got a can't find it type symbol. And now if well, what it has done is it's nonetheless still glass. It's interesting that the pink is okay as a kind of substitute. It's interesting, that seems to be quite well behaved. Okay, so let's open a different texture, and my preferred location at the moment is, in fact, I had an HDRI one, didn't I? Let's have a look at Sprit Sunrise. Okay, and now we're in maybe a frosty morning. The snow has all gone, and that's what we have. So focusing in on the monkey, going back to object here. So we've got the basic shader, and in this shader we've got transmission is 1, where are we, roughness is 0, and then beyond that he actually added in a transparent BSDF, added in a mix shader. What else did he add in? Played with that and then added in a Fresnel. But for my purposes, I'm going to say I don't need all that, so I'm going to leave that out. Other things that he did change are that under render properties we have, scroll down to screen space reflections is on, refraction is on. I have not played with any of the other things, but now I will. Yeah, I can see some movement as I drag that, say. Quite interesting. Okay, just see what some of this other stuff does, if there's any crazy changes or big changes. Okay, clamp. No, can't see anything there. Edge fading. So there is a difference there. There's very much a difference there. So okay. Another thing was that he talked about graininess and resolution or solutions for that. So in that sense, if I look at back on material properties, he went down to settings and blend mode, which is opaque for both blend and for blend mode and shadow mode, and he changed that to alpha hashed for both of them. Let's just see what that does again. Okay, maybe I'm missing a point, but this is kind of angels on pinheads type stuff to me. But then what do I know? Yeah, that's just emphasizing the importance of screen space refraction, because otherwise it seems that it all comes from the environment or the HDRI rather than, or an emphasis on the HDRI rather than any emphasis on the objects that are on the plane as well. He also talked about sampling, that was it, sampling. So in Eevee and the renderer, if we go to sampling and sample count, he, as a solution for the graininess, he suggested 100 there and 100 there, And again, I cannot. I'll scroll it up a bit, but I don't see a problem with that. Let's try 64 again. 64 again there. I see some kind of wobbling as I do it, but there's nothing beyond that. That's a wrap.